Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we're going to be taking a look at 7 different redstone builds that you can use to annoy all of your friends, because let's face it, that's what friends are for. I annoy my mates annoy me, but at the end of the day we all go home still liking one another. Now the idea of these is really quite simple. They're not meant to kill any of your friends, and they're certainly not meant to be taking their items. They are just designed to be mildly infuriating, and that is why I really like them, so let's take a closer look. Yeah, I think you get the idea on that one. This one is known as the Noise Machine, and it has been around for donkey's years. Pretty much ever since Redstone was introduced, I've been building these to annoy all of my mates. And as you can see, it is a very simple build indeed, just using a handful of redstone and a bunch of trapdoors. Now the only problem with this is that it is of course very easy to find. So if you do want to annoy your friends for a long period of time, then this probably isn't the one to do. But anyway, let's crack straight on and I'll show you how to build this. So first off, you want to head under one of your friends' commonly used builds, for example his base or his house, and you want to dig a bit of a hole. Then you want to create this 3x2 area, place redstone on either end, a repeater running in this direction, and a repeater running in this direction. That is going to make a redstone clock. Then you want to grab your trapdoors, and you want to place them on all of the blocks with redstone on top of them, on each and every side, just to maximize the amount of noise that you can create. And then to activate this thing, what you want to do is you want to place a redstone block out here, you want to break this piece of redstone dust, and you want to place a redstone torch on the edge of the redstone block, and there we go. Now you cannot hear what I'm saying, you can just walk away, leave that under your friend's base, and oh boy, is he going to have a tough time finding it, because this is just making so much noise, probably not going to be able to hear himself think. This next build is known as the chicken dispenser. What we've got is a bunch of chickens on top of a hopper, which is on top of a dispenser. When one of the chickens lays an egg, it will drop down into the dispenser, be dispensed out, and occasionally it will hatch a new small chicken. Now I would highly suggest building this somewhere away from your friend's base so that they can't hear it, and then leaving a little tunnel for the little chickens to follow so that they can make their way up there. Now the best thing about this is that it is extremely subtle. Whereas the noise machine was pretty obvious, your friend's going to notice straight away, this is more going to confuse them. They're going to come home every now and again, and there's going to be 2 or 3 chickens in their base, and they're going to be thinking, how on earth are these guys getting in here, and why on earth do they keep coming in? To build this one, you want to start things off with a 5x3 area. First off, you want to place a dispenser with a comparator running out the back, a block, and then redstone dust there and there with blocks on top of both the redstone and the comparator. A block in this corner with a repeater running straight into redstone dust is going straight into the side of that comparator. Then you want to chuck the comparator into subtract mode, and you have got yourself a little drop-in circuit. Then you want to place a hopper on top of that dropper right there with a block off to the side like this, a block up like that, and then blocks going all the way around like this. Blocks on here. This is going to be where you are storing your chickens that are going to be laying the eggs that drop down into the hopper and then down into the dispenser. So you want to place those in like that, and then the machine will do the rest for you, and you've got yourself a very annoying contraption indeed. I like to call this build the Redstone Enderman because what it will do is remove a certain block from your friend's build every now and again. Now the main problem with this, of course, is the fact that it does use command blocks, so if you're playing on a server that you don't have access to those on, then unfortunately you're not going to be able to do this. But anyway, let's give this a quick tester. Your friend comes along and notices that he's got a block missing in one of his builds. All he has to do is replace that block, and in his head, he is all done and dusted. But the redstone is activated, and after a certain length of time, that block will be removed by the system. Now because this is just a demonstration, I've got that time set to a very short time indeed, but you could set it up to a minute, which means that the chances are he will have walked away by then and probably won't even notice that it's disappeared. For this one, you are going to need a 2x5 area. All of the commands that you are going to need can be found in the description. But anyway, you want to place a command block here and then a command block up at the top. And the first thing that we're going to be doing is create the fill clock. So you want to grab this command right here and you want to put that in the bottom command block there. And you want to grab this command block here and you want to place that in the top command block right up there. That is fill bottom and fill top. And then if we place a redstone block in the middle, that will actually activate this thing, and it is filling in this area with stone and then a redstone block, then stone, then a redstone block very quickly indeed, so fast that we can't even see it, which is exactly what we need. Then you want to place a block off to the side like this, and that is going to be testing for the block that you want to remove. So that is this test for command here right now. And as you can see, I've got X, Y, Z, and then the block type that you want to be testing for. That is like stone or wooden planks or something like that. Then running out from your test for command block, you want to place a block like this with a comparator running straight into a block with a redstone torch on the side just like that. Then you want to place a hopper here, hopper running into the side of it, and then a hopper running into the side of that one. And you want to chuck a bunch of items in there. I would suggest using more items because that means there's going to be more delay between your friend placing the block and the block being removed once again. Then out the side of this hopper right here, you just want to place a comparator running out just like that, with a redstone dust running out just like that, with a redstone torch on the side. And then you want to chuck down another command block. We want to head over here and grab our final command, which is your set block, X, Y, and Z, and then your air, which is going to remove the block, meaning that he's going to have a hole in one of his builds. It's perfect. Now we are going back to basics. We're going to be locking all of your friends' doors. As you can see here, we've got the pressure plates and the door set up. Generally speaking, this works like a charm, but as you can see, it is not working today, and that is because we have powered the blocks underneath the doors using levers. It's all very simple. We have upside down levers powering these blocks here, and that means that the doors won't react to the pressure plates and they just won't open up. Now, of course, there are a few problems with this. First off, the person can just open the doors manually, although that's not ideal, but also it's very easy to fix because they just have to go underneath, locate the levers, break them, and everything will return to normal. It is now time for something just a little bit more subtle. I like to call this one the Molehill Machine, because what it will do is create a little bump in your friend's perfectly flat area. Let's activate this thing, and as you can see, the block pops up. Your friend will walk by and probably go, "Oh, what an Enderman." I don't like those sorts of things. They'll take out the block and they'll replace it back in the original position. Then a couple days later, they will probably walk by and go, "Oh, the block's back again. How strange," but they probably won't think anything of it. It will take quite a long time for them to catch on that there's actually something going on underneath. Because this build uses a daylight sensor, I would suggest building the redstone slightly further away. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you how to do the randomizer section, then you can work out the piston section for yourself, because it really is very easy. It's just a sticky piston facing upwards with a stone block on top. But anyway, for the randomizer, you want to place a daylight sensor, set it into night mode with a dropper next to it, and a hopper running straight down into that one. Then you want to place 4 blocks going along like this, a comparator running out from the hopper, 2 pieces of redstone dust, and a repeater. That repeater right there is going to be your output, so you can run that off into absolutely anything, but I would suggest running into the piston because that's what we're building. But anyway, you want to head over to your dropper and you want to chuck in a bunch of random stackable items. So all of these are stackable items, but they need to be different so that they can fill up separate areas inside the dropper. And then we need a non-stackable item such as this diamond hoe right here, and that is going to create our randomizer, because if a stackable item travels up into the hopper when it is activated, it will only give a signal strength of 1 through the comparator, whereas if the non-stackable item goes up, it will give a signal strength of 3, meaning it does reach the repeater and it will turn on all of the redstone after it. This is another one that uses command blocks, but I definitely thought I'd keep it in the video because it really is quite good. I like to call it dummy diamonds, and as you can see, this diamond block here isn't actually a real diamond block. It is being projected, there is no way you can mine it, and you definitely can't get any diamonds from that, so it's going to frustrate your friends when you place that inside a cave. He gets all excited because he thinks he's found diamonds when actually he's just got himself a little hologram. So if you wanted to use the exact same commands, all you'd have to do is place these command blocks 4 blocks under where you want the diamond ore to appear, and that will do the job. But if you do want the diamond ore to appear a little bit higher, then all you have to do is edit these coordinates. Now it is going to appear 6 blocks above this command block, and as you can see, it is right up there. So you can change this to suit your needs. Whatever you need, you can do just by editing the commands. If you do need help on that, then there are perfectly good pages on the internet for that, and hopefully I'll remember to put some of those down in the description. But of course, if you really do want to annoy and scare the pants off of all your friends, there is only one build that you need, and that is, of course, the armor stand jump scare device. There it is. If you haven't seen the video for that, then I would highly suggest checking it out, because it's one of my favorite videos I have produced recently, and I'll put a link to that down in the description. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.